I know you are waiting for this video, the analysis, the forecast, the signals that you can trade when the market opens. Okay, this is what we do here, and this is what this video is all about. Okay, so we are bringing to you the forecast and then the signals which you can trade when the market opens. My name is Kofi, your admin for this channel, Leading Forex. We have two main playlists here. This one is on Forex signals, and we bring that to you every Sunday when the market is still closed. And every Sunday, expect this signal video here so that when the market opens, you can do what you're supposed to do. For those of you who are with us already, you know how we do it. But if you are new, you'll get used to us. Just stick and stay, okay? So before we go into today's video, we have to look at what last week's signals went or were and how they turn out. So what was last week's signals? Last week, we forecasted that Chef was going to be very strong. That's CHF, Chef. So we want to see the outcome, and that will help us to know what to expect in this coming week. Are you ready, my people? If you're ready, then I'm taking you straight to the MT4 for us to look at what it is today. So here we are on the MT4. Now, last week, we said that Chef pairs were going to go a certain way. If you remember, we said apart from Chef JPY, all other Chef pairs were going to go sell. That was our forecast. So those of you who saw the forecast, I'm sure you made some good profit. Now, it's not good to share my results with you. If not, I would have shared that with you. I'm not that fan of sharing results. I just want you to do it on your own and see what will be the outcome. So I won't share my results, but let's see what the results were. Okay, so we said that Chef was going to be very strong. And so pairs like Euro Chef was going to go sell. And this is weekly time frame. You can look at the weekly candle and see that Chef was indeed in a sell. Let's see where the market opened. Okay, and see whether we got the 100 pips that we were targeting and whether our stop loss got hit or not. So, okay, so here we are. The market opened here with a huge gap. On Friday, the market closed here. Let me draw this line so that you can see something. We are not just doing the analysis, we are also learning, okay? So see something. See these two lines. The first one up here is where the market closed last 2 weeks, Friday. And then on Sunday night, which is in Ghana here, and maybe most African countries, Sunday night is the day the market opens here. So on Sunday night, when the market opened, it opened at the downline here, looking at the huge gap in between these two. The market closed as 1.01147. And then when the market opened, it opened at 1.00734. That is a difference of about 40 pips, right? Yes, 44 pips gap. And we call this gap here spillage or slippage, sorry, slippage. We call that slippage in Forex. When the market closed at a certain price and then the following week market opens with a gap, it is called slippage. In one of my tutorial videos, I talked about slippage. So if you are new, we also have a tutorial playlist. If you go to the description of this video, you will find a tutorial playlist. So just go to the description of this video, click on the tutorial playlist, and then start watching. We have about 55 videos in that playlist. It's all about Forex tutorials. So we talked about slippage, and I'm not going to explain slippage here because we are doing something new here, which is about signals. But this is slippage. All right, this is slippage. All right, so that is the gap that you see when the market opens. It happens often, but not all the time. And the reason it happens this way is in that tutorial lesson that I talked about. So when you get that video and watch, you will come to understand. So the market opened here on this line at 1.00734. So if you entered at this price, it went up against us about 87 pips. It went against us about 87 pips. But remember, I said that your stop loss supposed to be 100 pips. So your stop loss wouldn't have hit. And then from there, it came back and went into profit, which was a sell for about 128 pips. 128 pips. Now, we said our take profit is supposed to be what? 100 pips. And then our stop loss 100 pips. So this trade is a win. We won it. We got 100 pips profit from it. Now, I'll be answering some questions some of you put on the channel. A few of you are asking that, yes, you know that I do my analysis using the weekly time frame. So you want to ask me, what time frame do I use in taking my trades? Can you take the trades on maybe daily time frame or 4-hour time frame or 1-hour time frame? Yes. You can even choose to go to 1-minute time frame and take your trade. There's no problem with it. I only do the analysis using the weekly time frame to maybe the 4-hour or daily. But any time frame you can use to enter your trade. Is that okay? So that question is answered. You can use any time frame of your choice to enter the trade. So far as the signal is there for you, you are ready to go with whatever time frame. Is that okay? Good. And then there was another question asking that the signals that I give, are they for the whole week or they are for just a day or two? Let me answer that too. The signals I give are for the whole week. The signals are for the whole week, but sometimes it takes 2-3 days to get a TP. Sometimes it even takes a day to get a TP. But once the TP is hit, we are done. So the signal is for the whole week. Sometimes it may take 2 or 3 days to get your TP. But the days that there's high volume in the market, it may take you a day or even some hours to get that 100 pips. Is that okay? But the analysis is for the whole week. All right? It's for the whole week or the whole trading week. So once the market opens and then you enter your trade, it's for the whole week. So if it's going to take you the whole 5 days for the trade to hit TP, you have to allow, because you have set your take profit, you have set your stop loss. So you have no cause to worry. Is that okay? Good. So I think that question too is answered. The analysis I do here are for the whole week. I am trying to help you put your trades when the market opens, and then you go about your normal duty and then you forget your chart. Just forget it, because you have put in your take profit and then your stop loss. So you have no cause to worry. Yours is to go about your normal duty or go about your work. And then when the TP is hit, anytime you open your chart to see, you will see it. When your stop loss is also hit, anytime you open your chart, you will see it. So that is it. I'm trying to give you trades that will help you get enough time to go about other things. So that is what this signal analysis is all about. Is that okay? So my analysis are for the whole week. Get it right. Okay. So this one was a win. Euro Chef was a win. Which other chef pair do we have? We have GBP Chef. This is also GBP Chef. There was also another slippage. If you look at it, the slippage happened across board. Look at the two. These are weekly time frames. So the market closed on Friday at the top line here. And then when the market opened, it opened at the down line here, which is slippage. I have said that it is already covered in my tutorial lessons, so I won't talk about it here. So let's look at it. Did we win this one too, or we lost? Let's see. So the market opened at the down line here, and then the trade went up against us. Wow. About 109 pips. It means our stop loss was set. And then it came back into profit about 170 pips. Anyway, I won this trade. I didn't lose this trade, but I don't know. I don't know whether I should say you also lost it or not, because if you were the type of trader that I gave instruction that you should wait for maybe 1 hour or more, 1 hour, 30 minutes at most for the spread to close before you enter your trade. If you had listened to that instruction, then you wouldn't have lost this trade. If you lost it, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. And then let's see. Okay. Let's see where the market opened. I want us to see where the market opened. Where is it? Oh, come back this way. I'm looking at this. Okay, the market opened here. Yes. So this is where the market opened. And this was the first 1 hour candle. We are learning. I'm taking my time to explain this. I'm not in haste at all. The market opened here. And then the very first 1 hour, the market came up to this place and closed here. So if you entered your trade here after the first 1 hour or after 1 hour, 30 minutes, you would have taken your trade somewhere here. That would be around 1 hour, 30 minutes. So if you took that trade around this area, your stop loss would have never been hit because it only went up 55 pips against you and came into profit all the way to about 210 pips. So that is why I am saying that I didn't lose this trade. The reason is because I waited for the spread to close. And I have said it time and again that you wait when the market opens for the spread to close, because most brokers, once the market opens, the spread will be open wide. So you wait patiently for the spread to close before you enter your trades. And I have said that most brokers, at most 1 hour, 30 minutes, after 1 hour, 30 minutes, the spread or the gap will close. It will close, depending on the broker you are using. If you want to use my broker, you can find the link to my broker at the description of this video. So if you want to sign up through the broker that I use, if you want to open a live account using my broker, the link to my broker is at the description of this video. Once you go to the description, you see broker, click on that link, and then you can register. So at most 1 hour, 30 minutes, the gap should be closed. So this is where the market opened. After the first 1 hour candle, the market closed up here. And then the next 1 hour candle started. So it means you entered your trade somewhere here, which is somewhere here, around this area. Let me put the line there. So it means you entered your trade around this line at the top here. And if that was right, from here up to the top was just 55 pips. So your stop loss would have never hit. And then it came back into profit 210 pips. And you were just looking for 100 pips. So you would have gotten your TP. So that's why I said that I didn't lose this trade, because I won it. I won this trade. So if you also listen to us and stick to the rules and instructions we are giving here, I am sure you will also be winning this trade. So stick to the instructions that we give here. We are not just giving the instructions for nothing. Is that okay? Good. So this was also a win for us. Let me go to the weekly again. This was also a win. And then USD chef. USD chef. Okay, let's see. It ended up bullish on the weekly, but it came bearish before going bullish. So it came bearish about 70 pips before going bullish for equally around 74 pips. So 74 pips and then 70 pips. So it means this trade is not yet hit stop loss, and it is also not yet giving us the take profit. So I will assume that it is time for us to get out of this market. If this market didn't close, this is a fair one to close, because at the moment, when we go to the analysis, you see that chef is no more what it used to be. So I would say that if your USD chef trade didn't hit, so it means this one, we didn't get stop loss hit, and we didn't get our TP also hit. So it went to the opposite direction, 70 pips, went to our favor, 70 pips. But if you were a trader that is targeting 30, 40, 50 pips, 70 pips down the line is enough for you to get out. So, but this is fair. We didn't lose this one. We didn't win it also. So we leave it like that, okay? I don't want to adjust things to favor me. That is how I am. I want to be very strict. So this one wasn't a win and it wasn't a loss. Let's look at the next one, AUD chef. This is AUD chef. Did we win? I'm sure we definitely won. It went up against us just 24 pips and went in our favor 124 pips. So it was a win there. Let's see card chef. This is card chef. Okay. I'm sure this is also not a win and also not a loss yet. So it went up against us 53 pips, came in our favor 28 pips or so, 28 pips or 31 pips. So this trade is also not hit stop loss yet, and it hasn't given us the TP yet. But at the moment, I will suggest that this trade, we should get out of it. Card chef. So card chef, also not a win, not a lot or a loss yet, although it's in a small loss. We entered the trade here, and currently the market is in a loss of how many pips? Let's see. It's in a loss of just 33 or 34 pips. So maybe you can close it. Yes, not maybe, you have to close it if you didn't close. Now, this trade, we decided that we were not going to enter this market, but whoever entered should be making a great win. Although we decided we weren't going to enter this market, but whoever entered got a win. Look at it there. This trade alone, Chef JPY went into profit 338 pips. 338 pips. And it came up against us only 47 pips. But it is time to get out because this candle here is a clear indication. Now, those of you who haven't watched my candlesticks formation patterns and then explanation, go to the tutorial video and watch, because this candle here is a doji candle. And this is a clear indication that although we are not going to be, or should we trade this pair this week? This is nice. I'm seeing something nice here. I'm seeing a sell here. Because of this candle here, because of this candle, it's a sell on Chef JPY. Maybe I am just going to give this as a bonus, okay? This is not going to be part of our trades. But when the market opens, Chef JPY, you can sell. Okay, this is not part of the analysis. It is just my own opinion based on what I am seeing. So Chef JPY is a sell when the market opens. If you agree with me, you can take a sell, go for a TP of 100 pips and then a stop loss of 100 pips. When we come back next weekends, we will see whether what I saw has given us the profit or not. But this is a sell because of this candle on the weekly. This is on the weekly time frame. So you can't miss this when you see this on the weekly time frame. You can see we saw a similar thing here. Look at it here. And for 3 weeks, this trade went sell. I'm seeing the same thing here. And I'm saying that it is a sell again. Now you understand. Good. But this is not part of the analysis. This is a bonus. Bonus trade for you. Okay. So let's look at the other. So this was a win if you entered. Although I said that we shouldn't enter this trade. But in case you entered, it is a win. All right. Which one again? Which one again? I think NZD Chef. Oh my God. Also a win. I'm sure. It went into profit, yes, 120 pips. Went against us 37 pips. So also a win. So it's only 2 of our trades that didn't give us the win and also didn't hit stop loss. It's just at break even. But the rest have all given us the take profit. This is the analysis that we provide. We make sure we do the analysis together with you so that when the market opens, you can then go in and catch some pips. Are you ready for this week? If you are ready, first of all, these are the rules. We have a tool that we use in analyzing the trend of the market. We have a tool we use in analyzing the trend of the market before we come back to the MT4 here to do the analysis. So we want to go to the trend where we analyze the trend of the market. We'll do that first, and then we come back to the MT4 and do the analysis. If you're ready, let's go straight to the tool that we have. Now, I have explained that tool in my part 51 video on the tutorial playlist. So if you go to the tutorial playlist, part 51 video talks about this tool that we are about to show to you, or we are about to go to. So quickly, let's go to this tool. Let's go straight to this tool. The tool is here. Okay, so this is the tool. So if you watch the part 51 video on our tutorial playlist, You will see this too, and then the whole explanation about it is in that video. Is that okay? Now, those of you who have watched it already know how we use this. Now, let's see what this week is going to be like. We stick to only 3: daily, weekly, and then monthly. These are the 3 time frames that we stick with. So let's go first to the daily time frame. With the daily time frame, I am seeing, okay, good. Let me reposition my microphone well. This is on the daily time frame. We are looking at the weaker currency and the stronger currencies. Okay, so let me take my 2. Let's look at the stronger ones. On the daily, we have only JPY as the stronger pair. On the daily, we have JPY and maybe USD and USD. This is on the daily. Okay, let's go straight to the weekly. On the weekly, the stronger ones, we are looking at Chef and USD. Chef and USD. This is also on the weekly. On the monthly, let's go to the monthly. On the monthly, we are looking at, okay, we are looking at USD Chef, USD and then Chef. Okay, USD and Chef. USD and Chef. Okay, these are the stronger ones. Sorry. These are the stronger ones. Let me position them. So daily, weekly, monthly. Let's go to the weaker side and see what is there. So on the weaker side, let's begin with daily as well. On the weaker side, daily, we have AUD and Euro. AUD and Euro. Okay, fine. On the daily. On the weekly, let's see what we have on the weekly. On the weekly, we have AUD and GBP. These are the weaker ones on the weekly. Let's go to the monthly. On the monthly, we have GBP and GBP and then JPY. Yes, JPY. Okay. Okay, fine. No problem at all. Here we are. So, like we always do, we try to look at which currency runs through the 3. So if we take the stronger side, JPY is here, it is not here, it is not here. So JPY is out. USD is here, it is here, and it is here. So USD is a tick. Chef is here, but Chef is not here. So our focus is going to be on USD in terms of the strongest. What of the weakest? AUD is here. It is also here, but not here. Euro is here, not here, not here. GBP is here and here, but not here. So we have 2 AUD and 2 GBP. Okay, now, when you look at this on the weekly, AUD is the most weakest. And on the daily too, AUD is the most weakest. But on the monthly, AUD is also weak, but not the most weakest. Okay, JPY is still the most weakest on the monthly. But if you look at the weekly, JPY is almost gathering some momentum now, gaining some strength. And AUD, you see, on the daily, you see JPY is very strong. So it means JPY is beginning to gain strength. So don't be seeing JPY as a weaker pair. JPY is beginning to be strong. So never say you are going to, for instance, GBP JPY, you are going to buy. No, JPY is beginning to be strong. So be careful. And then also AUD is the most weakest on the daily, most weakest on the weekly, and now also weak on the monthly, but not yet the most weakest. So it means that AUD is also becoming weak. It is also becoming weak. And we already know that AUD is tied around gold. AUD is tied around gold. So whenever gold is getting weak, you will begin to see AUD also becoming weak. The reason being that Australia is one of the leading producers of gold, and their currency is tied around gold. Australian dollar is tied around gold. So once gold is appreciating in value, you begin to see AUD also appreciating. But when it's gold is depreciating, you see AUD also depreciating. And at the moment, gold is at its highest peak or its highest level, which means that we might begin to see some weakness in gold. So the fact that we'll begin to see weaknesses in gold is what is reflecting here on AUD. So although none of this is giving us a weaker currency, but I will want to say that the weaker currency here will be AUD because of what I have seen on gold and what I am also seeing here from daily to weekly. So once a currency is beginning to be weak, it starts from the smaller time frames. And once a currency is gaining strength, it starts from the smaller time frames. So at the moment, AUD is weak from daily, weekly, and it's heading towards monthly because monthly too, it is weak, but just that it is not the weakest. So it means that AUD is becoming the most weak at the moment. So I will still tip AUD to be the most weak, although on the monthly, it is not the most weak. Are you getting it? And JPY on the monthly is the most weak. But at the moment, like I said, if you go to weekly, you will see that AUD is beginning to gain strength. It is no more the most weak. Now, AUD is the most weak currency. And on the daily too, you see that JPY is very strong now. It's the most strongest on daily. But AUD is the most weak currency or the weaker currency. So that should tell you that AUD is gradually becoming weak, and then JPY is also gradually becoming strong. And that was my reason why I said that Chef JPY will go sell, because there has already been a very strong retracement on Chef JPY, which is a clear indication that we are going to see a sell. So JPY is beginning to gain strength. Don't forget that at the back of your mind. So what is going to be our pair? Should we trade the most strongest or the most weakest? I will want to go for the weakest, which is AUD. Yes, I want to go for AUD. That is me. So although USD is also there as strongest, but I will want to go for AUD, if you ask me, as the weakest. So if we go for AUD as the weakest, then it means when we get back to our MT4, we will be looking at AUD pairs. Now, look at the Chef JPY again. Where is it? Chef JPY. So now you see why I am saying that JPY is beginning to gain strength, because this was the stronger currency. Chef was the most strongest currency for the week, but JPY has been able to gradually bring it back down to a point that it retraced to this level. That should tell you that JPY is beginning to gather momentum. So take note. So like I said, AUD is going to be my pair, or the pairs to trade. So if we are going to be looking at AUD, then we'll be looking at trades like Euro AUD. AUD. We will also be looking at trades like GBP AUD. We will also look at AUD USD. We will look at AUD JPY. And then we'll look at AUD Chef. And then we'll look at AUD NZD. So this is going to be the AUD pairs. How many are there? There should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's left with 1. Which one is that? GBP card. Okay, card. It's left with card. So it's going to be looking at AUD card. So each should have 7 pairs. So 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So which of these are we going to trade? We can't trade all of them, but if you want to trade all of them, that is fine. But I want to choose GBP AUD, Euro AUD, AUD JPY, and which one again? AUD USD. Yes, because USD is very strong, you remember, and AUD is also very weak. So these are, so should we go for 4? Okay, let's go for 4. All right, let's go for these 4 and leave this 3. Okay, let's leave this 3. But in case you want to trade all the 7, you can trade all the 7. Because when we come back, we are going to be doing the analysis on Friday. We'll do a review on all the 7. Okay. But if you also want to trade the USD pairs, because USD is the strongest in the list, that's fine. You can go for that. You have no problem with anybody. But we here want to go for the AUD pairs. So if this is the case, don't also forget that whenever AUD is weak, you will get NZD also becoming weak, because these two currencies are often tied with gold and oil. So whenever you see AUD becoming strong, you will see NZD also becoming strong. And whenever you see AUD becoming weak, you will see NZD also becoming weak. So these two currencies, they correlate. There's correlation among them. There's always what? Correlation. They kind of move together in some way. Not all the time, but sometimes they move together. Okay, so once we are beginning to see AUD becoming weak, it is possible that we may begin to see NZD also becoming weak in a way. All right, but our focus is not on NZD, but it is on AUD. Good. Now, let's go for the AUD pairs and then look at them quickly. Let's look at the AUD pairs and see what they will present to us. Yes. Okay, so let's continue with our lessons. Let me get my headset back on. Okay, so let's continue. So let's look at the first one, which is going to be Euro AUD. Euro AUD is here. So Euro AUD, as it stands now on weekly, it's almost telling us the same thing, that Euro AUD is going buy. So Euro AUD is going to be buy. We are looking for buy opportunities. Euro AUD is going to be a buy. So when the market opens, we all have to kind of wait for the gap to close, which is the spread to close. And like I said, at most 1 hour, 30 minutes onwards, it should close. So once it closes, you enter a buy. Your stop loss should be 100 pips. Your take profit should be 100 pips. So if that is going to be the case, let's use the current price here to do our calculations. The current price is at 1.52969. So what is going to be our, assuming we are using this price here as entry price, then it means our take profit is going to be 1.553 969. That is 100 pips. And then our stop loss is going to be 1.51969. So it means this is going to be our stop loss. And this is going to be our TP. That is if the market opens at this price. But already I have told you how to know your entry price and then use that entry price to calculate your take profit of 100 pips and then your stop loss of 100 pips. So that wouldn't be a difficult thing to do. Is that okay? Depending on where the market opens. I want you to be doing some of these things on your own so that it will help us, because I will not be there forever. Although this YouTube channel will be there forever, because even if I die, excuse my language, someone will take over. I have people that will take over this channel and continue. So that is no problem at all. So, but I also wish that you can do some of these things on your own, okay? So that you wouldn't need me all the time. So in case I don't even set the stop loss or the take profit, you can do it on your own. So setting your take profit or stop loss shouldn't be a difficult thing. So if you go to, I think, 2 steps back to our tutorial playlist on the forecast, you will get that calculation on how you can easily calculate use your entry price or your buying price or selling price, the price at which you enter the market, to calculate your take profit and stop loss. So once the market opens, you can use that to do the calculation. Or if we should go by this calculation, that will be the figures. So that is that on Euro AUD. So the next one is going to be GBP AUD. We are looking at a buy. This is on weekly time frame. Also already giving us a strong direction, which is a buy. If you look at the number of weeks, how many weeks now? 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 weeks, it's been on buy. For 4 solid weeks, this has been on buy. So we are still going to look at a buy to break this upper level here. We are looking for it. So we are looking at GBP AUD buy, GBP AUD buy. But assuming we are using this entry price here, then it means the current entry price is going to be 1.773399. So if this becomes our entry price, assuming this is our entry price, because the market is closed at the moment, the take profit is going to be 1.78399. That is 100 pips. That is 100 pips take profit. And the stop loss of 100 pips will be 1.76399. Assuming we are to use this, this will become our price levels, okay? But once the market opens, you should be able to look at it and decide, okay, fine. AUD NZD, I said we won't trade it, but AUD NZD, we might be looking at a sell. In case you want to trade it, AUD NZD, you'll be looking at a sell. Is that okay? And then AUD Chef also, we are still looking at a sell. Already there has been a strong sell, but we are still looking at a sell because AUD is weak. But like I said, we are not going to trade this pair. We are not trading Chef. AUD Chef, we are not trading it. And then USD, this one, AUD USD, we are still looking at what? A sell. So you can see it's still coming back down. So we are looking at a sell. So AUD currently, the entry price now is at 0.68148. So since we are selling, we are looking at a take profit of 0.67148. And then a stop loss of 0.69148. So this is what we are looking at. So AUD USD, we are looking at a sell. Okay, good. And which one again? I think the last one is, I think that was it. For AUD, that's all. We said AUD card and the rest, we won't trade them. So that will be it. AUD card and the rest, we won't trade them. But the bonus trade I gave was Chef JPY. Chef JPY, which I said I was going to look at a sell as a bonus. All right, so this is it. This is the analysis for the week. So this week, we are going with Chef pairs. So if you are also ready, sorry, we are going with AUD pairs. Did I say Chef? That is a big lie. We are going for AUD pairs. So get ready with the AUD pairs, and then once the market opens, let's do justice to it and see the outcome. My name is Kofi, your admin. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. This video, I wanted to get 1K views because since I started doing my videos, I haven't gotten 1K, even 500 views in a week. No, I've never gotten that. This last week, I got 200 views for the whole week. That is so low, huh? But don't worry, with time, I know we'll also get recognized. So don't worry at all. But I know you can help me to grow this channel or to get this channel to more people by liking our videos and subscribing yourself. And maybe you also sharing the analysis with other traders. Share it with them. It's good to share good news. I'm sharing it with you for free. So why not share with someone too? Because the profit you make is not coming to me. It's going straight to you. So why not also share it with someone? So help me grow this channel by sharing, liking, subscribing, and whatsoever you have to do, all right? Do it. But I want this video, this analysis to get at least 1K views in this week. Can we do that? I don't know what you can do to make it get 1K view, but I know you can do what you have to do to make it get 1K view. So let's try. Let's try 1K views for this week on this video. I know we'll come back and look at it. All right. Once again, my name is Kofi, your admin for this channel. I'll see you at the end of this week, and then we'll meet on Sunday again and look at the review and see whether we won or lost. I love you all. I'll see you again.